Minister for Power and Parliamentary Affairs KG Kenye Register of Indigenous Inhabitants of Nagaland Lagao por Kushiki State Sarkar bra RIIN update kurado inner line permit laga effective implementation ensure krubuli laga maksate se. Kenye bra Kushiki ILP enforcement do June Khan Indigenous Inhabitant qualify hoy itu khan laga clear demarcation lage kintu purana Sarkar bra maintain kurubole paranai. Kenye bra jonashiki ite homoy laga Sarkar bra genuine indigenous citizens can list kurigina dusra khan ge list kurubole karne verification shuru kurishe kintu sarkar laga kadam do pishi resistance attract kurishe. Sarkar bra district administration or tribal organizations khan ge early electoral rolls istemal kurigina village level de ancestry verify kurubole directive tigina se kurishe. Details sai sabo.
This is October. June? Huh? June, July or May? Between May and July, I think. Yeah. So it's in the Kohima High Court, and the court has given a stay for the enumeration drive, restricting government to undertake that exercise. So government has to respect the views of the court. So there's nothing more we can do. So as long as this is obstructed, everything is frozen. In order to streamline the administration and the policies governing our government, there are no options, but we have to rough up some feathers. And that is where we are. We're facing backlashes. We're facing the consequences of having to be a little stern and impose the strictures on our citizens. But it is for the good of all times to come, so that the ensuing leaders and governments will have a better, clearer policy to adhere to and rule the state. And the citizens also would know who enjoys what, who deserves what, and who should be contented with what. Their own positions has to be made clear to them. So reality, facts sometimes are hard to swallow. But sooner or later, I think we have to face the truth in the face. So now we have identified that there are indigenous tribes, meaning to say those tribes which are native to this land, whose forefathers and ancestors have come some 1,000 plus, nearly 2,000 years ago, so many 200-300 centuries, and have settled in this free land and have occupied this part of the world and have become natives and have since then exerted their ownership over the land at this territory. And in the surrounding areas, we have, especially Dimapur, the plains of Dimapur, and those adjoining Assam, we have gone and owned after the previous occupants have deserted. They have relinquished their positions, whatever authority they have established there, and they have deserted and abandoned those places and have shifted off since so many years back. So now, automatically, ownership falls into the hands of the occupants, and that is the Nagas, the indigenous Nagas inhabiting the higher hills of the state who have gone occupied. So this is the place and the point where now we come down to the 4 tribes, sub-tribes, like Kukis, Kacharis, Mikis, and Garos, especially. So whatever status they might have been accorded earlier, from now on, after settling what the meaning of indigenous is, we have to find out whether they are indigenous to this state and the places where they have established their places now. But when we look into their historical background, the larger chunk of their kith and creeds have their family lineage has not originated from the place where they are occupied, but they have their community members spread across 3-4 states in the northeast of India. This is where the danger lies, that the people who are here presently in Nagaland may go to any other state where their communities are settled and claim citizenship. Vice versa, there are other communities settled in other parts of the northeastern states can come in any day and claim citizenship in our state also.
Chief Minister himself had said that other supplementary documents will also be accepted which are prior to 1963. So what is the current status on that?
That is to do with the inner line permit. For, according them, the PRC, TRC and PRC, permanent residence certificate and temporary residence certificate, to have the differentiation. So, you know, 1873, again, I have forgotten to give my, let's see, I'll give you. 1873 Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulation Act. You go through it, okay? I'll give it to you. You will see the provisions of the inner line permit regulations. You study carefully and you see the implications. Point number 7, I think, deals with property, and it is clearly mentioned that no other persons other than the natives, that means indigenous citizens, should acquire any land or have any interest in the possession of landed properties. So, what the state government is trying to modify a little is if there are consensus with our actual custodians, the tribal authorities, then we can make some concessions slightly. Otherwise, we have to go strictly by those provisions of those years. So it is in line with that. It's in line. Because indigenous cannot be awarded, it cannot be confirmed, it cannot be modified and given to somebody who is not. Just like that. No. So it's inborn inheritance. That title is inherited through your birth, not through any other means. That is where the government is also helpless. Or you have the Bugis who are scattered across Mizoram, Manipur, and the likes. You have them in Nagaland also. Then you have the Garos also in Assam. You have them in Meghalaya. And likewise, the others also, they have it spread into other states. This is where the Kacharis also in Assam, today also in NC Hills, and to the Kachar Hills also. They are spread across 2-3 states. Now, if we want to implement the ILP strictly, we cannot we cannot exempt the non-indigenous inhabitants of Nagaland. We cannot exempt. They have to be imposed. So in the register of indigenous inhabitants of Nagaland, the RIIN, their names have to be deleted if it was acted. And no other indigenous tribes, communities and individuals should find their name in the indigenous register. And that is from where this list will decide whether they should be conferred the indigenous status or not, and thereby be given the indigenous certificate. And they will in turn avail all the benefits that are due to them. That is the whole idea. But if one is not an indigenous citizen of the state, they cannot avail the indigenous certificate. And thereby they will be deprived of other benefits which other indigenous communities are availing. So in order to segregate, to clarify their position, the state government has asked the administration, in consultation with all other relevant CSOs and tribal organizations and the subordinate authorities, to collaborate and start this exercise to ascertain from the grassroots level, which is the village authorities. Now, when this started, certain communities like them have rebelled and have objected to this identification of their backgrounds. And the government had made certain cut-off years and certain references to the first state electoral rolls also, and other proofs the state has also provided to let them bring forth. But these 4 sub-tribes, they refuse to go for new registration and for any authority to come and enumerate them, ascertain their status and their background, and they started taking recourse to go to the court and challenge the government's order. So here it is very unfortunate, and they wanted that if at all an enumeration is to be undertaken, that it should also cover all the other indigenous Naga tribes from other districts also. But government is clear about it, that all other tribes who are indigenous already need not go again for enumeration, because besides 1 or 2, but they don't contact each other. We don't have our communities of tribes outside the state of Nagaland.
Boss!